I'm Ryon Packer. I'm the Chief Product Officer here at Motus. We are the market leader in providing spend optimization, risk mitigation, and productivity enhancing solutions for companies who rely on their employees driving their own cars to visit customer and job sites every day. Automated reimbursement gives an alternative for companies and their employees to a traditional fleet vehicle. There's a lot of people today who their lifestyle or their preferences would be to be driving something besides the company assigned car. And an automated reimbursement gives the company the option to provide the same kinds of protections, risk mitigations, transparency and spend, and even greater controls and flexibility than providing a fleet vehicle. And for the employees, what it allows them to do is to get a reimbursement that is measured and fair based on where they live, how much they're driving, and what is the scope of their role, so that they can make the choice of what kind of car they want to drive in order to do their job and feel like the company's treating them fairly for it. Company on the other side has all the protections and all the visibility that they need, but can provide something to their employees that gives them the chance to bring in those employees who would like a fleet vehicle, but also those employees who don't want a fleet vehicle, who want the freedom of choice. They now have a program available for them as well. For the employee, it's another app on their phone, and it's very intuitive, allows them to build up a IRS compliant mileage log of where do they drive for work. They can make it really automated, like set up their work schedule, and it will only record their trip log during their assigned work schedule. It gives them a chance to review it and say what's a personal trip and what's a work trip, and submit those miles to their employer every month. There's a lot of, or every month or every period. It can be more frequent than every month. It also gives the employees things like buying networks and help with car insurance and things like that, as well as gives the employer an ability to capture all of the regular documents that you would need. Be able to confirm driver's license status, insurance status, what vehicle they're driving, and capture all of that information in a really easy to use automated way. So for the driver, they have this mobile app on their phone. It's doing so much of the work for them and providing them complete visibility. Lets them know what their reimbursement rate looks like, lets them know how much they've been paid and when, and gives them a real feeling of control and insight into that reimbursement. For the employer or the employer, they have the ability to set up their programs in a way that works best for them. They get to define what kind of vehicles needed for the job and reimburse specifically to that level. They can determine if they want to reimburse people via direct deposit, where every period that money just goes directly into everybody's bank account. It just shows up, and in the app, the employee gets to see that and sees exactly what they're getting reimbursed. They could add it to payroll, or they could add it to their normal expense management system. They have those choices to work within the company's environment the way they want it to function for them. For the fleet manager, they get complete visibility just like they do if it was a company-owned car. They get to see all the submissions that people are putting in. They can route those for approvals throughout the organization so that everybody's manager is looking at their mileage and approving or disapproving that. You have the ability of doing the approval loops where you say, hey, this doesn't look right, could you fix it and resubmit kind of thing. But it allows the fleet manager to get that view, and just like they do with the fleet car, they can report to the sales leaders and say, this is what your teams are doing with these vehicles or with these miles and how much you're spending. They can report out to finance, they can help HR with all of the compliance issues, and they get all the same kinds of visibility and controls to do risk mitigation as well as spend optimization, and support their coworkers like sales or HR to help them with productivity enhancements.